We've got a game coming tomorrow, and this one's a good one as well. They're all good ones. This one is Lucknow playing Chennai. So just the one game on the Tuesday. This is happening in Chennai. And of course, the burning question is, what's the surface we're going to get in Chennai? Now, if they give the low and slow, the Lucknow team will say, Dooley, we know this. We got one of our own sluggish surfaces back home. Yeah, so they wouldn't really mind the low and slow, though.
I don't think so. They're a team that sets up relatively well for that. I think they've got a bowling attack that kind of suits that style of pitch and ground. If any one of these teams in the competition outside of probably Kolkata are going to threaten that Chennai, I think Lucknow are probably the next best side set up to play in those types of conditions because they're quite used to it. So I think they'll go there with a little bit of confidence under their belt.
Let's have a look at their team and see if they would make any changes. Giri, I'll be honest. I was a little sad that Shamar Joseph just played the one game and was dropped. Matt Henry's a great bowler, but just we've got the Chennai team up.
Chennai first. What do we...
They never make any changes while we're wasting our time.
Thikshana played the last game in Chennai, didn't he?
Yeah.
They've been on the road for a couple, I think, from memory.
Brought Mo into the last one, and they left Mitchell out and brought Mo in.
Yeah, which if it's... They might stay with that because he
offers you a bit of that.
Played a nice innings, Moeen Ali, and offers obviously with the ball. So I don't think that's going to be a change for him, for Mitchell.
Yeah, would they be tempted, if it's that kind of surface, if it's a spin-friendly surface, they'd of course be tempted to bring Thikshana back in.
Yeah, at the expense of either of the two.
But then who do you get?
Well, that's it. I mean, who do you leave the Fizz or Patirana out? Or do you leave...
Sophie's choice, huh?
Yeah, no, you're not leaving Moeen out, are you? I don't think.
Is there a way they can bring him in for Ravindra and bolster
that was my point. Rutchin's had a pretty ordinary time, but he got a few runs in game one. He's just over 100 runs at an average of 19. Strike rate's pretty good in the tournament so far, but he might be the only option if you wanted to bump Ajinkya Rahane up to open the batting.
So Ajinkya's opening anyway. You open Ruturaj.
Yeah.
Right, you let them open.
Yeah, open with Ajinkya and Ruturaj.
Yep.
Get Moeen Ali in at 3.
Yep.
Which is a position he's batted out a lot before.
Yep.
So that there is an opportunity to bring him in perhaps, and it means their batting lineup is probably a little bit shorter because you can't leave them all out for an impact batter.
Yeah.
So it just shortens their batting lineup a little bit more.
Do you think they were kind of prepping for this already last game when Jadeja batted at 4? They were batting him for more responsibility as well, saying, listen, buddy, you're not getting enough balls here. If we lose one Ravindra, got to give the other Ravindra some time in the middle. So he took that. Do you think that maybe that is because they don't make changes, right? What I was saying is because Chennai's philosophy is if you've got a guy in, we're going to persist with him as long as we can. So if they do make this change, that means they've got 2 openers, no problem. They've got Mo for 3, they've got Dubey for 4, and Rachin Ravindra for 5, Sameer Rizvi at 6, Mahendra Singh Dhoni for the last 4 balls. Yeah,
you got a lot of lefties through that lineup though, haven't you? If you stick with Rachin, you've got sort of lefties in him, Dubey, Jadeja, and Moeen. So you got a lot of lefties in that mix if you go with that. With that frame of mind, they might try and mix that up a little bit, but that's the only thing. I mean, it might be tough on Rachin, but he hasn't set the tournament alight, barring that one innings in the first game and one other sort of half decent score.
Yeah, I just like the fact that Chennai is giving us something to discuss because usually we look at the team sheet and go, no changes, let's move on. So I like that there's a little discussion point. Yeah, thank you. Lucknow team, yes, I'll make my point again because that's how much it broke my heart. It was a shame we didn't see him charging again, the man at the bottom right of screen there, but that was their selection. They went with Matt Henry up near the top, but as you guys mentioned, there's Pandya, Bishnoi already. There's other spin options down on the right of screen there. I think that they'll be really confident or will take great confidence from having knocked over because, this was 2 or 3 days ago. Was the first bout between these two. So they go around, they turn around again pretty quick. I don't think they can get him in. I might just grab that screen back up one more time. I don't think that they can get him in, but the name at the bottom of the first row there, Ashton Turner.
I know Justin is a very big fan of his. He thinks he's such a reliable operator. I know he had his horrible run in some IPL years gone by, but that I don't think he's going to come in place of anyone there. I think Stoinis will bat at 3. That has been a bit of an issue for them, that number 3 spot, but I think he was all set to come in at number 3 last game, but it was only when they got close in the chase who they sent in Pooran then, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yes.
To try and close it out. But Ashton Turner, I reckon he would be coming into the equation at some point, possibly if it is slow. I think
Does he bowl a bit of off spin?
Yeah, he bowls off spin.
So
yeah.
He does a little bit, so he could do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Stoinis has been okay though, hasn't he? And I think
bowled well last game.
Yeah, bowled well last game. I just when I looked at the Chennai lineup with a lot of lefties, does Ashton Turner then come into the picture for Stoinis? But I don't think they're dropping Stoinis.
You drop your second draft pick.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think they're going to. But that's what I'm saying. That's kind of the only role.
Yeah.
You're not leaving Nicky P out.
No.
Quinny, I mean, if Quinton was so badly out of form, there was a chance for KL to keep.
Yeah.
You know, so they've got that option if Quinton was so badly out of form at the top of the order and get another opener and bring Ashton Turner into the middle. But I just can't quite. I can't quite see the fit. But I'm hearing you. I think he's got some real talent as well.
Let's look at the points table and just see what the repercussions of this game could be for both teams. You see, both these teams are in what I like to call the middle muddle. They're at the 8 points, and of course tomorrow one of these teams will go to 10 points from 8, which means that they could perhaps, if their net run, if the win is big enough, they could go into, well, definitely 3rd, maybe even 2nd position, if it's Chennai that wins. But the team that loses then is tied with Gujarat, but ahead of Mumbai, Delhi, Punjab and Bangalore by 1 game, which is just going to be so precious. So, yeah, you definitely want to win today and then clearly become a first division team. So, I like the fact that a lot of these games are happening between teams that are tied on points. Well, today was not, but we're seeing that tomorrow. That's going to happen with these 2 teams. So exciting. Players to watch out for, guys. Quick call.
2 lefties, Mohsin Khan and the Fizz.
I like Mohsin Khan.
I love Mohsin Khan.
Big,
big, tall lad. I mean, he's going to have to work on those cutters a little bit more, maybe at Chennai, and the Fizz is just back in Chennai.
Brilliant.
I just think those are going to play a big role. So I'll just go with 2 left arm quicks.
Excellent. For you, Gilly?
Yeah, I'll go Krunal Pandya. I think he could have a really big say in the outcome of this. A bit like what Jadeja does in Chennai for Chennai.
True.
So that could have a big impact. And then on the other side of the fence, I'm trying to work out who I want to see do well, or who I think will impact the game. But no, again, looking forward to Shivam Dubey. See how he plays the conditions, and there's going to have to be some spin bowl to him, you would think, if he can survive long enough, and this fear of bowling spin to him. So that'll be a good, interesting matchup.
We're a very left-leaning show. All lefties.
Yeah, all the lefties.
All lefties picked. Well done. Why not? It's all good.